Hi, welcome to today's lesson. It's Pierce from the Science Teacher. So today we are looking at how we can convert distance units from kilometers to miles. All right, this lesson is going to be so interesting, and we are going to learn a lot. But before we go any further, okay, so thank you for sticking around and doing just that. All right, so now let's go on and answer the first question. Our first question says, which unit is greater between a kilometer and a mile? All right, which one is greater? So this is leading us to knowing what the conversion factor is, because that is the most important information that we should know before we delve in this. So in answering it, we're going to say, we know that 1 mile is equivalent to 1.609 kilometers, to be precise. This is our conversion factor. So from this, we can be able to tell that definitely a mile is greater than a kilometer. All right, what's the difference? The difference will be 609 meters, right, which is actually 0.609 kilometers. All right, so that will be the difference there. So a kilometer is less by 600 meters to a mile. All right, so let's proceed. Now that we know the conversion factor there, let's now convert 3.5 kilometers to miles. And secondly, we are going to convert 6 miles to kilometers. By the time we finish doing these two questions, will be okay. It means we know how to convert already, because we are doing forward and backward here. Right, so let's start. The first thing we should start with is that we know, all right? We know that 1 mile is equivalent to 1.609 kilometers. And then what are we given in meters here? In kilometers, we are given 3.5 kilometers. So we want to know what it is in miles. All right, so what we're going to do here is simply make x the substitute of formula by cross multiplication there. All right, so we're going to have this x multiplied by 1.609. Allow me to write this 0 nicely. 1.609, and we are going to have 1 mile multiplied by 3.5. We are just basically making x substitute of formula. So let's go. We are going to say 1.609 kilometer x is equal to 1 mile and 3.5 kilometers. So the answer is going to be 3.5 kilometer and a mile, since it's just one there. So here we're still making x substitute of formula, so we're going to divide both sides by what x is having. So divide both sides by 1.609 kilometer, and this side by 1.609 kilometer. All right, so this into this will be 1 multiplied by x, and so will be x. Okay, so x, let's just write this here. So x is equal to, allow me to go back, 3.5 kilometer and a mile. So 3.5 kilometer multiplied by a mile over, let me go back, 1.609, what's the unit? Kilometer. kilometer. All right. So this kilometer and this kilometer will cancel out. So definitely we know that our answer is gonna be a mile. Then let's just look for the value. So what we are saying here is 3.5 divided by 1.609. And the answer is, so our x is going to be 2.1753. I'll end there. What? Mouse. So this is our answer. So it is a mile because we saw that the mile is the only unit that remained, and we are trying to calculate converting from kilometers to miles. So 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometer, and 3.5 kilometers will be equivalent to 2.17. So as we can see, this also proves that the mile is greater than the kilometer. All right. So let's go to B. We are converting 6 miles to kilometers. This one is going to 6 miles, or 10 miles, 15 miles. So how many kilometers? Next time you should know. So the conversion factor still goes, yeah, this is B now. This is B, all right? So to start, we know that 1 mile is equal to what? 1.609 kilometers. All right. So what about 6 miles? What are they in kilometers? Okay. I think this is simple. So even here, we are still making x subject of formula. So by multiplying, so what we are going to have there is x mile, since it's just 1, will be equal to 6 miles multiplied by 1.609. So 6 mile multiplied by 1.609 kilometer. All right. So I'm trying by all means not to skip any step, because I know students at different levels are likely to come across this video or this lesson. So that's why I'm not skipping any step. I'm explaining like I'm explaining to the lowest grade here. So the mile is going to come here, and even this side we are going to divide by the mile, because we are making x subject. So x and x, mile and mile give us 1 multiplied by x, that would be x. So x is equal to what has remained here. So allow me to rewrite it. X will be equal to 6 miles multiplied by 6 miles multiplied by 1.609 kilometer over, we are divided by a mile, so it's saying of a mile. Now this mile and this mile will get to cancel each other, right? Great. So what remain with is this unit. Definitely we know that will be our unit even before we work out the value. All right. So we know that if we had to relate, we're going to have x is equal to what is 6 multiplied by 1.6 multiplied by 1.609 609. We're having 9.654, right? 9.654 what? Kilometers. So kilometers. So this is our final answer. What does that mean? This means that 1 mile is equivalent to 1.609 kilometer, and 6 miles is equivalent to 9.654 kilometers. All right. So this is it. I hope we have learned. Subscribe for more reasons. We've had a lot of lessons, and we might find help there. So kindly subscribe so that whenever I post one video, one lesson, we learn together. That's our motto. Let's learn together. Thank you. It's been Pierce on the Science Teacher. Thank you.